And Normal Police have released results from their April 2026 distracted driving enforcement campaign. They spent 124 hours on additional traffic-focused patrolling. In recognition of Distracted Driving Awareness Month, they partnered with IDOT and state police to step up enforcement efforts. Some statistics from Normal Police included over 150 traffic stops and nearly 100 distracted driving citations. Officer Brad Park says the goal is to make roads safer.
What policing is, it's reactive. We're responding to calls for service, whether it is a domestic situation or a burglary or a theft or domestic type thing. So the grant allows our officers to focus and be more proactive in making traffic stops, going out there and looking for people that are violating traffic laws.
And police say distracted driving continues to be one of the leading causes of preventable crashes and injuries in Illinois.